Oh, Gobos, I love ya, honey. Oh, Gobos, I love ya, baby. Oh, it's Croc on the Game Boy Color. It's back. Croc is back, everyone. Let me just shut this down for a second while I do the opening intro. I had forgotten that I'd left that on. Croc on the Game Boy Color. How is everyone doing today? We're playing Croc. It's a beautiful day, a perfect 72 degrees in this perfect valley filled with crocs. I haven't seen a single crocodile here in the valley. I don't think a lot of little crocs. I don't think a lot of crocs hang out here in the valley. I don't think there's a single croc running around the video game valley, but that's okay. Tyler, thank you for the $5. Not gonna lie, I kind of have to pee. Well, go head out. It's gonna be a few minutes before I start playing, so you're not really gonna miss any croc action. Not gonna miss any of the crocs. Not gonna miss any crocs. Almost got all the work I wanted to get done, so that's nice. That is nice, Boltman. Congratulations. Almost all the work done you wanted to get done. That almost never happens to me. I'm almost always very disappointed in the amount of work I get done in any given day. Any given day, I'm like, I have so much work to do. And I give myself unrealistic goals as to how much work I can, in fact, get done. And then I get really depressed. But it's alright. It's alright. I still work a lot. FG360, thank you for the $5. Crocodiles are shifty and dangerous. You can't trust them. You son of a gun. Madam Horsington, I knew it. I knew you watched the stream. Madam Horsington. I was trying to think of a way FG360 could be Madam Horsington's handle. Can't come up with anything. F. Alright, let's see. Fruit. Horses love fruit, I guess. Horses love fruits. Which starts with a G that's horse related. Galloping. Fruit and galloping 360. Oh, Aaron, you're in an accident. Oh my God, Aaron, are you all right, Aaron? Aaron, how are you? Oh my God, Aaron. I'm glad you're still with us, Aaron. That sounds frightening. A car accident. Jeez Louise. Gosh la darn. My goodness. I'm fine. That's good. I hope insurance stuff works out. I hope all the insurance stuff works out. I've been extremely lucky in regards to car accidents. I've never been in a car accident where I wasn't parked at the time. Or I wasn't like completely stopped and someone just ran into me. Those have been the only car accidents I've been in. I've been in a number of them. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I've been in 5 of those in my life. I've been just either parked in a parking lot in the car or stopped at a stoplight and someone just ran into me. Someone ran into me. It happens it's happened too many times, I think. I feel like that doesn't happen to that many people that often. It was my first accident ever. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty rough one. If your car might be totaled. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna Take a nice sip of this ginger beer. Oh, so refreshing. Alright, Croc. It's back. Jason, what's your favorite color gobo? All the gobos are like one color. From what I remember, they're all one single color. I don't remember them being like different colors. I mean, I might be wrong. There might be more than one color gobo, especially on the Game Boy Color. But I think there's just the one. I think there's just the one color gobo. Let's see. Do we want to start a new game? Probably. It's got options. I like how the music restarts every each menu. Perfect. They want to make sure you don't miss any of this song. Start the game. We got 3 lives, 0 gobos, and no crystals. Oh, there's a gobo! Okay, we have 1 gobo now. Oh. Wait. Aha! It's not Mario rules, it's Croc rules here. Get out of here. Okay, I gotta get some gems. This balloon sends us up to the sky. Oh my god! I don't think this is how geometry works. How geography, that's what I meant. Geography. Oh. And a tent led me back to the forest. Alright. Croc rules. The Croc universe. It's very strange. If you go up high enough, you end up in the desert. This game already looks like it controls better than the 3D version. It does control better than the 3D version. Although not as much as you would think. It's a little wobbly. But more than that, the camera's just out of control. It's just whipping back and forth. I'm already finding myself moving in certain ways just to minimize the amount of whipping around that the camera does. It's a lot of whips. Okay. B-O. What do you think that's gonna spell? It's not gonna spell Croc. It's not gonna spell, what is it, Gobo. Gobo would have been my first guess, honestly. Gobo would have been my first guess. But it's not Gobo. It's not Croc. Bogo. Excellent music here. Bongo. Superior controller. The used game store that I go to has a pair of the GameCube bongos, and I've been thinking about getting them. But there's only like 2 games you can use them with, right? The bongos. Got a new gobo. Oh my god. How many times can I get hit? How many times can Croc get hit before Croc dies? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can use them for any Game Boy Color game. Yeah, why would I? Why would I do that though? N. It might be Bongo. It might be Bongo. Bongo might be the answer. I bet it's bonus. It's probably bonus. Yeah. Bongos. Bongo was better. I wish it was Bongo. I guess it could be a Banugo. Oh. Oh no. Oh, no. Alright, I want to get all of these. Dang. Come on, Croc. Got it. Got it. Getting all these gems. A lot of gems in this game. I can't tell. I think this is a perfectly acceptable Game Boy Color game. I don't think it's got a lot going on for it. But I think it's perfectly acceptable. That's what I have to say about this. Perfectly acceptable. Croc on the Game Boy Color. If you want a game, that's definitely a game. That there's no way to say it's not a game. Oh no, I thought that bee would be a friend. There's nothing wrong with this game. It plays fine. I love Croc. It just doesn't have the same charm the Croc on the Sega Saturn had. It doesn't have that Croc charm. You don't have Croc going like, whoa! When he's jumping around. You don't have Croc doing all his little Croc sounds. Oh. You don't have the gobos like making their cute little help me sounds either. Something about this music's doing it for me though. Yeah, the music's good. They've basically taken, I mean, this is all basically music from the Croc Sega Saturn and PS1 game. But they've done a really good job of making like good good Game Boy Color versions of it. I like Croc's spin flip move. Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, we got bonus. Oh, we got a fun little mini game here now. Oh god, we're in a deadly time limit. Oh jeez. Oh no. Oh god, we're not gonna make it in time. I'm so bad at these. Okay, that's correct. Perfect. Done. I need to get this piece over here. Alright, almost. Aha! No, this is not working out 100%. We're almost there, I can tell. I can tell we're almost here. Oh god, we're falling farther and farther behind. Incredible. Great job. Me. Excellent. Well, so close. I guess this is boss fights. We lost. We got three gobos. We got 3 gobos, everyone. Next level. Oh, it's all dark and spooky here. We were in a really nice area. Now we're in the spook zone. Oh, Weird. Weird, it's like a little jello. Excellent. I love when there's something bouncy in a video game and you jump on it and you do in fact bounce. It's very satisfying. Oh, got a key. There's keys now. Excellent. I forgot about the keys from the previous game. I'm glad that they've incorporated everything from that game into this one. Oh. I feel like my brain's doing a lot of work here for giving personality to Croc, because I feel like I'm looking at Croc here, and I'm thinking, boy, I love Croc. I'm so happy Croc's here with me tonight. But, you know, there's not a whole lot going on with this Croc. This Croc's just a crocodile doing some platforming. I miss all the charm. Game Boy Color version of Croc 2 is completely different. It's closer to an isometric platformer. Interesting. I do have Croc 2 in the Game Boy Color. Maybe we can play some of that too. We can play some of Croc 2 as well tonight. Bonus! Croc does his taxes. God, I still gotta submit my taxes. I did my taxes, finally. I finally did all my taxes, but I haven't submitted it yet. Because when I submit it, it's real, and I really, truly owe the government that money. I gotta submit it. I gotta submit it and pay the United States government some of my money. So that they can take that money and give it to like give it to Lockheed Martin and stuff. Lockheed Martin needs that Jason money. Get out of here. No, stop. I don't know how many times I can get hit. I've been hit so many times that I haven't, like, lost. Does that number go down? Does that 9? Does that 9 go down if I get hit by stuff? Dax, thank you for the $5. Gobos sounds like one of those fake video game MacGuffins used in TV shows and movies, written by someone who doesn't really get video games. It does. In this video game that's been killing all the kids, getting them hooked on drugs, you have to collect more gobos than any of your friends. The video game that the killer hid the secret documents in. It's called Legend of the Gobos. You gotta get all the gobos. Beautiful. I remember watching one of those crime shows. I don't think it was CSI, but it was a show like CSI. It might have just oh no, Croc. Oh god. Is that my first Croc death? Yeah. Is this the beginning? Yeah, we're at the beginning of the level now. Dang. There's so many holes I can fall down. I didn't realize that there were some I couldn't. Well, live and learn. Anyway, there was one of those shows, either CSI or a similar show, and one of the teens who was involved. Oh my god, bye Croc. one of the teens who was involved in some sort of conspiracy, who had been killed by other people in the conspiracy. It turns out that he hid a bunch of documents inside inside his Xbox 360. One of the people holds up an Xbox 360 and he was like, I don't know if you realize this, but these game consoles, they're basically like a computer. There's a hard disk in here. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, these things are like computers these days. And I bet he hid the documents in a game. It wasn't even like loaded on the hard drive. It was literally in a game. And so then they start showing like a first-person shooter, like a generic-looking first-person shooter. And they're like, it's apparently hidden in level 37. They're showing like Call of Duty, and they're like, it's hidden in level 37. And so they start showing this montage of someone playing this first-person shooter, and on screen it's like level 10, level 11, level 12, and then finally they get to level 37, and all these documents unlock. Like in this first-person shooters, suddenly all these like Excel spreadsheets and stuff come up. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It's so funny, like, I can't tell with stuff like that if the people writing it have literally no idea what a computer is or a video game console is, or if they totally do, and they were just extremely bored with the project, the episode that they had to write, and they came up with the most nonsense. Either way, it was a great episode. Highly recommend watching it if you get a chance. Get out of here. Oh no, I'm just... Oh, the same place. I died in the same spot. Oh, Croc, I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad steward of your VOD, Croc. Also, those shows have a lot of beep boops when characters are doing computer hacking. Yeah, I feel like shows have gotten slightly better at showing computer hacking. Slightly better. But there's always like a lot of very dramatic things happening on screen instead of just like text. Instead of just text. Instead of just some sort of shell commands being entered. So, these bats are hard to get. These bats. Bats in video games. Big problem. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we did it. Good jump, Croc. Alright. Now we just have to get past these very tricky... Oh, no. No, Croc. Alright, you're back. I still don't understand why the Game Boy player allows me to do that. What possible purpose could it have? What possible purpose could that serve on the Game Boy player to let you just make the screen look all stretchy and weird? Oh no, Croc! And oh no, Croc. Alright, I'm okay. And I gotta go down here to make sure there's no gobos. Leave no gobos behind, that's what I say. Never leave a gobo behind if you can help it. It's what happened when you press the L or R button on the GBA. Does that happen on the Does that happen on the GBA as well? If you're playing Game Boy Color games on the GBA and you press the L button, it just stretches. I mean, I guess I understand why it's doing it now. If it's emulating that, because it's it's not emulating. It's literally just a GBA in the Game Boy player. So that makes sense now. That makes sense. All right, I understand it. I understand why it's happening now. Why the Game Boy player. Why it does that. Thank you for explaining it to me. I appreciate it. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no, Croc. Oh jeez. How many more hits can Croc take? Croc can fall in lava a lot. I want to get these bonuses. There's got to be a bonus here. Oh no. Oh my god. All right. There's no bonuses there. I'm leaving. Yep. I never actually had, until recently, I never had a GBA. So I missed out on a lot of great games, and a lot of cool cool features like the game stretching. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Alright, this is fine. This means there's a huge spider around, though. Which is... This tree doesn't seem too happy to have a spider web on it. GBA is a great little console, though it's also kind of the awkward period between Game Boy Color and DS. Yeah, I do... Oh, no. I missed the heart. I do love it, though. I think there's a lot of excellent games in the Game Boy Advance. A lot of nonsense, too, but a lot of good games. It's cool having, like, it's essentially a huge library of Super Nintendo games, just made in a different era. just as if the Super Nintendo had happened 10 years later. Get out of here. Get out of here. Last night's stream isn't in the archive. Is it not? Sometimes I forget to add it to the list. And then eventually remember. Oh, I finished the level. I finished it. Congratulations, me. We got 3 gobos. We found three of them. Alright, the latest stream is in the archive now. I just added it to the playlist. Thank you for letting me know. Brand new level. At some point, the Video Game Valley stream is going to be moved to a new location. I have the Film Cow Extra channel, which is temporarily renamed at the moment Film Cow Games, although that's not going to be the permanent name. And like at some point in the next month or so, it's gonna move there. So you can still watch it on YouTube. It's just you'll have to watch it on a different channel, on a second channel. Oh no! And at that point, the streams won't be private anymore. So like once they stream, they'll be public. Why? So the reason for it is if you go to the Film Cow channel right now and then click on the videos tab, you'll notice that it thinks the earliest video I ever released was the Baronicorn. It thinks the Baronicorn is the first video, because I have a lot of unlisted videos, and it starts seeking back through my videos, and it sees all the unlisted videos, and at some point it just gives up. At some point it gives up. It's like, I give up. And so it just doesn't show those videos anymore. So instead of continuing to destroy this channel with these huge number of unlisted streams, I'm moving it to the Film Cow Extra channel. But there's gonna be a lot of warning. What's your first? I don't know. It was like 10 years before that video, though. That video was like a year and a half ago, and I started this channel like 2008 or something. Oh. No, stop. Stop shooting me. A lot of snakes in here. I'm also gonna have a bunch of game-related videos show up on that channel. So subscribe now. I think the URL at the moment is still youtube.com/filmcowextra. But that is going to change. I got a bunch of new video game related stuff coming out. Get ready, there's a lot of great series. What about tucking those games in? Yeah, that is one of them. One of the series. One of the series that I think is going to be the hallmark of the channel is, it's like a Let's Play series, except instead of playing the game, I'm gonna tuck the game into a little bed and read it a bedtime story. Scuffy made this little set, so there's like a little bedroom with a little bed, a little blanket and pillows and stuff, and gonna tuck a little game in. So like each video, instead of me playing the game, I'm just taking the game, putting it into a tiny bed, a game-sized bed, and reading it a bedtime story. Oh no, Croc! Oh god. Oh jeez. So yeah. How about the story be the review for the game? No, the first story I'm gonna read is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. So I'm gonna pick a lot of my favorites from classic literature. I love Rebecca so much. I'm a huge Daphne du Maurier fan, and Rebecca is one of my favorites. It's not necessarily a great bedtime story, although it could be. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. Dreamt I was at Manderley again. Sorry. You considered switching away from YouTube? Man, if I could leave YouTube forever, if I could leave YouTube forever, absolutely I would. I can't. I'm trying to, I would like to get stuff on Twitch going, but it's difficult, and I don't necessarily like Twitch all that much either. Are you gonna come up with stories like the Month of Ghost stories too? No, although I do have another series, Month of, at some point, is gonna end. I've gotten tired doing the Month of stuff, but I like elements of it. Like, I really like the ghost stories, the spooky stories. So what I want to do is I want to put more effort into those things. So Scuffy's actually building a set for that too, like a little chair next to a little fireplace. And there's gonna be like a character telling the ghost stories. People on Twitch are more mean than YouTube folks. Yeah, there's a lot of, I find the moderation tools on YouTube, which used to be incredibly bad, incredibly unusable, but currently I find them a lot better than Twitch's tools. It's just a lot easier to time people out and stuff. Ah. Croc. I really can't tell if, like, is there a damage counter that I'm just I'm just not seeing? I've been looking at the Croc face, wondering if, like, does the Croc face get more and more upset the more damage I take? Oh no, a Gobo! I need a key! I need a key! Croc's health is gem-based. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it is. I just lost a gem. Oh, thank you. Oh, I figured it out. Gotta find this key. I found the key, everyone. Anyway, I have a few other very good series coming out. The videos are going to start going up, I think, next week on the Film Cow Extra channel, so definitely subscribe to that if you feel like it. If you feel like watching those vids. I've got one series which is all about all about me modernizing video game title screens. It doesn't sound like a particularly exciting series, but I hope you enjoy. It cracks me up a lot. I can't really explain why it's funny. But I hope you enjoy it when it comes out. I've also got, I got a sort of review show for game controllers coming out called Our Controller Family, where I try to decide which family member each controller is in our family. It's the most important part of every review, determining what family member a certain thing would be. Wait, on the Film Cow Extras channel? Yeah. Is Film Cow Games the same as Film Cow Extra? Yeah, I'm planning on changing the name of the channel. It's youtube.com/FilmCowExtra. I think that's how you get to it. The name is currently Film Cow Games, although it's not even going to stay that. I just changed it to that to see if I could change the channel name, and it turns out I can. So now I'm thinking of what I want the channel name to actually be. It's very confusing, and I'm sorry about that. Trust me when I say the branding will be better when it's all complete. It might just end up being called the Video Game Valley, like the channel. Gobo. It's gonna happen in the Film Cow Extra videos. They'll still be there. At some point in the future, they'll be unlisted, but you'll still get to them via playlists and stuff. The reason I'm not doing a totally new separate channel is because of YouTube. Oh no, we didn't get the S. Where's the S? YouTube doesn't let you use certain features until the channel's been around for a certain amount of time, or you have a certain number of subscribers. There's a lot of requirements for different features. different features have specific requirements. Ah, ah. And if I started a whole new channel instead of using the Filmco Extra channel, then I wouldn't be able to take super chats on the stream, and I wouldn't be able to monetize the videos, and a number of moderation tools wouldn't be available, and just a whole bunch of stuff wouldn't be available. Otherwise, I would just start up a new channel for this instead of donking with the Filmco Extra channel. Yeah. Oh no! What? Oh god! Apparently that platform is temporary. That seems pointlessly elitist of YouTube. Some of it makes sense. Like not allowing ad revenue stuff from like small new channels makes sense when you think about, like, you know, oh god. When you think about they have to have some protection against, like, scoundrels signing up accounts and suddenly Sears is the fine company Sears is advertising on some real bad vids. That was happening. Essentially that was happening already, and YouTube ran into a lot of issues with that. So that's the reason for that. It's still, I wish that there was a way, if you already have a channel that meets those requirements, to start up like a secondary channel and not have to start from the beginning again. Gobo! I have to say, I think this is a, oh god. Ultimately, I think this is a satisfying game. Like, I don't think it's a great game, but as I've been zoning out, it's still, oh no, I did it again. Like, it's a completely playable game. I can imagine myself on like a car, oh god. Okay, this part maybe not so good. But I can imagine myself on like a car trip, zoning out, playing Croc in the back seat. Stop hitting me, you sons of guns. This seems like a good riding in a car game. Man Ray, thank you for the $2. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Man Ray. I'm having an acceptable day. Yeah, there's the end. The end was in a box. Wow. Gobo. Hey chat, what's your favorite cereal? Yeah, what's your favorite cereal, Chad? I really like peanut butter multigrain Cheerios, but they stopped making those years ago. I still have a box that I haven't opened. That is just almost certainly not good anymore. But I miss the peanut butter Cheerios. I get maple Cheerios now. They're not as good, but they're acceptable. I do like Cracklin' O-Bran. There's some desserty cereals I like, mostly peanut butter based, but I don't eat them as much, because too much sugar makes me sleepy. And I got so much work to do, I can't just be sleepy all the time. God, stop hitting me. Oh no, I ran out of crystals. Dang. Yeah, get back out there. Get back out there. crave Cookie Crisp. Oh, oh god, Cookie Crisp. Remember Cookie Crisp? I do. Remember all the Cookie Crisp mascots? Weren't there a bunch of mascots for Cookie Crisp? I seem to remember there being a huge number of Cookie Crisp mascots over the ages. Oh, no! I'm just using up all my Croc lives. I remember it was like Criminals. Is it still Criminals? The Cookie Crisp mascots? There was a dog. There were Criminals. There were some other mascots at some point. They changed the cereal too. Like at some point the cereal got changed. I can't remember if it was better or worse afterward. I remember Cinnamon Toast Crunch at one point. They were like, oh, it's got so much more cinnamon now. It's got an unbelievable amount of cinnamon now. You won't believe the amount of cinnamon. You can see the cinnamon now. It used to be they didn't have the little swirls on them. When those swirls came out, they were like, alright, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. You know Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the very cinnamony cereal that you know and love. Well, guess what? It's so much more cinnamon now. You can see the cinnamon. It's just all over the dang place. Breakfast cereals. I'm having a real hard time with this level. This level is really doing me in. I really needed that crystal. No! We got one more Croc life. Jason, I'll mail you a box of fresh peanut butter chocolate Cheerios. No, don't do that, Debbie. I appreciate it. They have that in my grocery store, and I've tried it, and I hate it. I love peanut butter multigrain Cheerios. And the peanut butter and chocolate Cheerios, I hate. I hate it. It tastes gross. It's so bad. It's so oh no, Croc. Game over. I guess I'll continue. I have no idea how it is that one of the Cheerios could be so good and the other could be so bad, but there it is. I do appreciate it though, Debbie. Debbie, if you ever come across the peanut butter multigrain Cheerios anywhere, if there's anywhere where there's a secret box still hidden, it's probably Vegas. So if you happen to come across a box of those good O's, God, these things are so fast. Stop. Stop. Gobo. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, there's so much danger around every corner in this game. Nope, stop hitting me. I'm just a little Croc baby. Ah, god. I'm just a little Croc baby trying to make his way in the world and save all the Gobos. God, gosh darn it. I gotta just get hit. I can't do my spin kick. Oh, dead. I remember the time in which I had like 20 or 30 different crystals. And now I have none. Ah, and I just die constantly. Oh my god, it's so much. This game is so hard now. Give it one more shot. Jason, how large does VGV need to grow before you decide to add mods? It's kind of basically just until I can't handle it anymore. Like, I do have a bot that occasionally is running, depending on the game that I'm playing, whether or not I think I can deal with it. I got a bot that that comes in to deal with some stuff, but otherwise it's pretty easy. Like, I've got chat open the whole time. Sometimes, oh god, Croc. Sometimes I can't pay attention in game at the same time, but like I said, YouTube makes it very easy. I just have to click these 3 little dots next to someone's comment and either time them out or remove them from the entire channel, which is my favorite thing. They're just gone from all of the channel forever. And the best part of that is, like, it doesn't even... Like, they can still comment and stuff, it's just literally no one sees it anymore. It's just no one sees their comments. Who knows? Thank you for the $2. Will we be seeing more SSP? One more lark. That's up to Frederator. It's oh no, they purchased the series from me. That's why it was made. They funded it, and they own the rights to it. I don't think it did particularly well in terms of whatever numbers they were hoping for. I don't think it did well, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to order more episodes. Otherwise, I think they would have by now. Okay, well, we got plenty of gems now. Maybe we can get past this. Croc is very slippy and slidey in this game. Not enough that it's like a huge hassle playing it. It's just occasionally there's a really unexpected slip or slide where it's like, I went much faster than I was expecting to. Like right there. Right there. I wasn't pressing forward. Croc just slid upward, which is something I wasn't expecting him to do. He just slid very fast upward. Jason, I loved it, and I think Federator is wrong for putting a limit on your creativity. They're not putting a limit on my creativity. They, you know, they took a huge chance and gave me a bunch of money to make that. And so they've done the opposite of putting a limit on my creativity. They funded my creativity, and I'm extremely grateful that they've done it, and I wish it had made the money. I wish that for their sake, and also for my sake, that it had made the money, but I'm pretty sure it did not. So, yeah, it's like, it's completely reasonable that they haven't ordered more episodes. Get out of here. Jason, do you have any new ideas for shows or videos in mind for the future? Yeah, I've always got tons of ideas. I've got pitches that I've done. Is this... Wait, what's going on? Is this... I just finished Croc? I can't tell. Is it just over now? Am I done? Am I done with Croc? I guess I finished Croc. I guess we can go back to level 1. I guess we're done with Croc. I guess it's over? I don't really understand. Jason, was it your idea? And do you want to keep writing the story? Yeah, it was like a... They asked me if I had any show ideas to pitch, and that was one of the two that I pitched. The other show that I pitched would also have been excellent. But Frederator went with the I think the more interesting pitch, which was Shadowstone Park. The other show that I pitched was called Space Ponies, which is really not what it sounds like it's gonna be. I think one of the people I pitched it to at Frederator had the absolutely wrong idea of what the show was gonna be. For clarification, when I say pitch, I mean they asked me literally for like one line about each pitch. You know, they're obviously familiar with my work already and knew what they were gonna get. whatever they went with. But I think that they thought that Space Ponies was gonna be, I guess, wackier. But it's not gonna be that. I'm gonna make it on my own at some point. I feel like Frederator preys on YouTube animators, buys the rights to entire amazing series, and just moves on and monetizes the single videos they commission. As someone who's worked in this industry and dealt with a lot of multi-channel networks, a lot of networks like this, I'd say Frederator is by far the least predatory of any of them that I've ever interacted with. The deal that I got with them for Shadowstone Park was unbelievably fair. like I say 100%. It's like completely favorable to me. There was nothing scoundrelly whatsoever about the contract. They own the rights to the series, but it does revert back to me after a certain amount of time. So at some point I can continue Shadowstone Park on my own. It's very time consuming, so it's possible I won't be able to, just because of that. I can't speak for other people and the deals that they've gotten, but Frederator, of all the companies I've ever worked for or had dealings with, like, I trust them completely. everything that they did in regards... Oh god, this puzzle again. In regards to our contract was completely on the level and fair. Like, it's completely commonplace when you're doing a series like this for them to retain the rights to the series if they're paying for its development. But there was a lot of stuff that they added to the contract that made it much more fair to me than the usual contracts are. For instance, the fact that I could put it on my YouTube channel, even though it was like a thing that they were doing as part of, what do you call it, Verve, when VRV was around. They allowed me to put it on my own YouTube channel. I was able to earn revenue from it on my own YouTube channel, even though they had already paid me to make it. I retain the rights to the characters. Yeah, no, it was a completely fair contract that they gave me. Just seemed like they bailed on everything else in favor of Bravest Warriors and then took it off YouTube for VRV. I can say with regards to that, like, they put a bunch of investments into a bunch of not even close. they put a bunch of investments into a lot of little animations, and I'm certain that almost none of them made any money. I think none of them made any money. So like they did invest a lot into small-time animation, and Bravest Warriors is one of the few things that I think took off. But even Bravest Warriors, like, I was talking with one of the heads of the Frederator web stuff about the business side of things, and like Bravest Warriors, even with how successful it's been, still lost them a tremendous amount of money. At least at the time we had talked, which was years ago. So maybe a lot of the decisions you've seen around Bravest Warriors is them probably trying to get money back from that because of how expensive it is. It's very difficult to make money off of animation stuff on the internet. Like, extremely difficult. Unbelievably difficult. They're really cruel, rude, and crass on their Facebook page to fans. Who, is that, what you say, is that Frederator or, Bravest Warriors? I'm 100% not familiar with, if there's anything scoundrelly going on with their social media team, I'm 100% not aware of it. The Bravest Warrior people? Yeah. Well, that sucks if that's true. I 100% believe you, and that sucks. Is this Yoshi's Island? Yeah, it's Yoshi Island. Will we ever see the video based on your old Crackle pitch, Space Fish? There wasn't a video made from that. It was just a good old-fashioned regular pitch. Dude, Croc, come on, Croc. Just a regular old pitch. About a fish. He's in space. It wasn't a great pitch. I could have made an interesting show out of that, but the pitch itself... Never really thought about the infrastructure and Frederator side that it must take, though. Yeah, like they took on the kind of impossible task of going into the internet animation business and trying not to be super predatory about it, like trying to actually support animations and get them funded and stuff. And it's like, it's ultimately a money-losing endeavor for them. So like, the fact that they don't have more predatory terms and stuff is impressive. Like, just to give you an example of the difference between like the Frederator pitches, the Frederator contracts, and other contracts that I've gotten and turned down for specifically internet animation stuff. There was a Stars at one point wanted to do internet animation, and oh god, no, Croc. And they contacted me about getting a series made, and I pitched some stuff for them, and then they were like, well, can you just make more Llamas with Hats episodes for us? And at this point I had made like, I think I had just made 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, sure, I can do more Llamas with Hats for Stars. So, sure. And they were like, all right, come up with a budget. And I was like, all right, you got it. I'll come up with a budget. And my budget like Llamas with Hats doesn't take a lot of money to make. It's just, I was thinking, alright, how much money do I actually make off each episode? And I looked at my YouTube stats, and Llamas with Hats, because it was so popular, and each episode would get multiple millions of views. Oh god. Croc. Like, 1 million views on YouTube means about $1,000. So I looked at it and I was like, well, at the time, I could count on a couple million. I could count on like 4 or 5 million views for Llamas with Hats. So I was like, all right, 4 or 5 million views. That's like, I can make $5,000 per episode. So I'll ask for like $8,000 to $10,000 per episode if they want to buy Llamas with Hats. And so I sent them the budget. And they wrote back, and they said, "All right, so you asked for $8,000 to $10,000 per episode. How about a couple of $100? How about a couple of $100? And also, in addition to us paying you a couple of $100 per episode, we also will own FilmCow.com and every single web series you've ever produced." That's part of the deal. We'll spend a couple $100. We'll give you a couple $100 per episode of Llamas with Hats. And you'll give us those episodes of Llamas with Hats, as well as your website, FilmCow.com, and literally everything on it that you've ever made. And they were ordering like 5 episodes, I think. And so I was like, they were essentially saying, hey, we'll give you like maybe $1,000 or so. Maybe $1,000. We want you to make 5 episodes of this cartoon and give us everything you've ever made, so that we own it now instead of you, including your website. That was one of the worst deals I got offered, but that was actually way closer to what literally everyone offered me at any point during my career. That was actually a pretty common thing in contracts that I've gotten. Like there was a I think Collective. That was another multi-channel network. I think they're still around. Their contract that they provided me at one point, like, had all these really bizarre terms in them, which would essentially, I mean, it would give them control over all of the Film Cow stuff, but also it required me to get like, required me to take literally 3 separate insurance policies out for them. Not that wouldn't cover me. 3 different insurance policies that would cover them for any potential liability. They needed like liability for physical locations, liability for copyright stuff, liability insurance for I think libel maybe. I don't know. They had all of these different insurance policies that were required for me to purchase and have them covered under it. Ones that didn't even make any sense. Is like, why did I need insurance in case anyone gets injured at Film Cow Studios that they can't sue Collective? Film Cow Studios is my house. I make animations. And what's funny is, like, I wrote them back, and I was like, this is nonsense. It's like, I'm not going to get these insurance policies for you. It's like, these aren't even going to cover me. I'm not going to get these insurance policies for you. Just, and they wrote back, and they're like, well, we can't do business with you unless you do this. And I was like, alright, I guess I'm not doing business. I don't care. This was a terrible deal to begin with. So many of the animation deals that I saw too. It's like permanent ownership of whatever projects they were working on, as well as the merchandising rights, and I don't know, just a lot of hard terms, which made sense considering like I'm a small time animator. But all the contracts that I've ever gotten from Frederator have been completely fine. So I do see how like some of the practices of pretty much any business are very easily seen as predatory. I mean, that's capitalism in general. that's just capitalism. But Frederator, they've been eminently fair in all of their dealings with me. Oh my god. I didn't even notice this before. Oh my god. Have we even seen this level? We haven't seen this level. Jeez Louise. Oh my god. Seems like you should never give up merchandising rights. That's true. Also, most of the time, that's not something that you have any control over. Like, basically since the 90s. It's not really possible. Oh, God. It's not really possible to do contracts and not give up merchandising rights. Although Frederator did let me let me keep merchandising rights. I will say that. I will say that Frederator allowed me to keep merchandising rights. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with this. It's too expensive to have our lawyer revise this, sorry. Man, that's not even it. I requested so many revisions of that contract. I went through so many different revisions of the collective contract. God. And the hilarious thing was... God, can you get behind the drill early? I don't know. Like, I would send them changes, and then they would agree to the changes, and then send me a new contract, and the new contract did not do the changes that I wanted. Collective change to Studio 71. Yeah, that sounds like that sounds about right. Studio 71. I visited their offices in Los Angeles at one point. It was exactly what I expected it to be. There was like one person there, the person that I dealt with, who I really liked. He helped me pitch to Adult Swim, the Magical Realm of Horseman show, and he was wonderful. Collective I didn't like so much as in general. From your experience, it sounds like Frederator's more pro-animator than pro-business. Do you think that's in part because Pendleton Ward was involved in the founding? In the founding of Frederator? I mean, he might have been involved in the founding of, what do you call it? The Frederator web stuff. I don't think he was part of the founding of Frederator, was he? Was he? Was he part of the founding of Frederator? I think Frederator goes back too far. I mean, I might be wrong on that. Oh, God. How do I do this? I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, I can run. I just now realized I've been playing this game, and at no point have I tried to run. Alright. This whole stream, I could have been running. Incredible. Unbelievable. What a goof I am sometimes, you know? Oh, no, I missed the B. That's okay. Missed the B again, that's alright. I don't need that B. I need the gobos. I need to save the gobos. The gobos are very important to save. Oh no! God. Dang. Do you think Adult Swim rejected Horseman because of your amazing 9/11 joke? No, I don't think that was it. The official reason they gave for rejecting the pilot of Magical Realm of Horseman was they didn't like that the characters were in black and white. That was the reason they gave. I don't actually think that was the reason. I think I was just underprepared for the pitch. The person who's helping me pitch from Collective, I have a tendency to over-prepare, and I would have over-prepared for that, which I think actually would have been the better choice. But he had me under-prepare, and seemed to think that the preparation that I did was completely good enough, and maybe it was, but it didn't sell the show, which is fine. I don't know. Dang, bye Croc. I'd love to pitch again to Adult Swim at some point. Although there's a lot of, I don't know. I feel like much worse about Adult Swim as a business these days than I did. Oh, so close to the door. Oh, Croc, no. Anyway, I think the reason that Frederator is more pro animator is mostly because of Fred at the top, Fred Siebert. Fred Siebert's like genuinely, like, even though he's a business person, even though he is definitively like a business person, he's genuinely an animation fan, loves animation, wants to see it thrive, is willing to take chances on stuff. And I think that filters down into like the kinds of people that he hires for the company. When I did the Detective Heart of America Kickstarter, Fred Siebert himself had a Frederator back to the project, which I appreciated. He backed the project at the level where he got a thank you video, and I made a thank you video for him. And according to the YouTube stats, he never watched it, which is fine. He never watched the super cool video I made for him. Thank him for backing my project. Dang. Bye, Croc. I don't think we're gonna win this. Gosh darn. This part's just too hard. It's too hard. I'm not a good enough gamer for this part. My Croc gaming is not up to par. Got it. Do the stats only count if the video is watched in whole? No, it gives you, like, individual stats, too. Like, if someone partially watches a video, there's additional stats for that. In terms of, retention. The video was 100% definitely not watched at any point. No one even clicked on no one clicked on the link. Which is fine. It's completely fine. Like, when I made the video, I knew that there was a very good chance no one would ever see it. He's a busy man. Like, I appreciate that he supported me and the project. I don't think he actually cared, though. I don't think he actually cared about Detective Heart of America. I think he was just trying to support the people in his network. I think I'm gonna give up soon on this. We've played enough of Croc on the Game Boy Color. Those jumps are harder to make than you would think, because there's a lot of wonky stuff in terms of the run button and when you jump. It's very difficult to not have Croc just stop after a jump, which will kill me. I've got to time everything perfect. The controls in this game have generally been pretty solid, but I'm not feeling that a lot right here. Oh, God. You can do it, Croc. I believe in you, you son of a gun. Also, it's really confusing. Like, when I go uphill, I'm faster than when I'm going straight. Ah. So getting the timing right. In my brain, I keep thinking I should jump just before I hit this bump and slow down, but no, I speed up at the bump. I can't make the jump unless I've hit the bump. Oh God, too late. No! Oh my God. One more try. Oh no. No, Croc! No, no, Croc. Come on, Croc. You can do it. Thanks for talking about your animation experience with other companies. Yeah, I just have a lot of negative feelings towards companies on YouTube. Towards companies that deal with YouTube animators, but positive feelings regarding Frederator in that respect. So, like, I don't know. I'm sure, like with anything, that there's people who've had negative experiences with Frederator. Like, when I first was joining with Collective, I reached out to some people asking about their experience working with Collective, and their experience had been positive. Freddie Wong actually got on the phone with me, which was nice, which is extremely nice, because of what a different level he is in terms of both fame and talent. That he took the time. Oh God, no, Croc. He took the time to take my call, because he was with Collective at the time. So I talked with Freddie Wong, and I asked him about Collective and his dealings with them, and he had been treated well by Collective. So I'm sure like, it's entirely possible it's the same thing here, where, like, for whatever reason, Frederator did really good by me, but then not other people. It's always possible. I will never defend a company wholeheartedly, because companies in general, no good. But my experience with them has been almost entirely positive. Okay. Also, Freddie Wong, very nice person in real life. Freddie Wong, good person. There's a couple of YouTube people who I've met in real life who I would not say that about. Freddie Wong, good person. Come on, Croc. We got this, Croc. We don't got this. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. I think the thing that surprised me the most when I first started going to YouTube conventions, like when I went to Playlist Live, I think the thing that surprised me the most is how terrible so many people were. Like, I got real Predator vibes from a lot of people. a lot of Predator vibes from a whole number of people. It's given me much more appreciation of the people who are not actually terrible. Also, like, oh god. No. Come on, I can do it. Also, one thing that surprised me, which shouldn't have surprised me whatsoever. Sexual or financial? Yeah, both. I mean, mostly sexual. Mostly. There was a lot of, like what I would have pictured as like classic Hollywood sort of stuff that I was surprised to see on the YouTube level, where like there was this one guy who was he was like a manager of YouTube stars. He was like a manager of YouTube stars. And there was this one YouTuber. I don't remember who they were. I didn't know them at the time. They have like a band that does YouTube stuff. It was like a band that had taken off through the internet. And the manager was like, "Yeah, I gotta keep a good eye on them at these conferences, cause you know, the lead singer will he'll just sleep with teen girls." I gotta keep him away from the teen girls, cause he just keeps sleeping with the teen girls. And I'm like, what? You should go to the police with that. This is something you know, and you're just like, oh, gotta watch out. Gotta keep him away, cause he might get in trouble. I'm like, oh, no. What you're saying is that the person you're managing is a monster, and you should not be their manager anymore. But there was a lot of that. There was a lot of those people. There was too many of them. It's too many of them. It made me very sad. And at the time, I was mostly like, just completely out of my element. I was like, I don't know what to do with any of this information. This is all terrible. Why would he tell that to someone he just met? I don't know. It's just that's the thing. It's like that's just the general atmosphere of like it's the entertainment industry, so it's no big deal. You could just say, "Oh yeah, this person I'm managing, yeah, they assault children," and then someone else would be like, "Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I also manage someone who assaults children, but boy, a lot of money being made, huh?" Nothing you can do about it. It's too bad. Definitely can't go to the police or anything, because what would that do to their career? Oh, God. Come on, Croc. Oh my god, I made that jump. Alright. I just need to make every other jump now. It's harder than it looks to make these jumps. I wouldn't call this necessarily... Oh, I made it! I did it! Oh my god. Incredible. Excellent. We don't really have time to do whatever this is, but I guess I should check it out. Oh, it's a boss. Excellent. We've arrived at a boss. Jason, if you ever turn out to be a scoundrel, I'll be crushed. Yeah. I don't think I'm a scoundrel. I certainly hope not. I mean, I do constantly self-hate. I think, oh my god, I'm actually terrible. I'm a monster. But I don't think I am. Dead. Dead. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Well, this has been Croc for the Game Boy Color. Had a good time playing it. Had a good time playing this game. We had a nice chat. Oh my god, I just noticed there was a super chat I missed. There's multiple super chats missed. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I got so into my stories. Let me go over these super chats now. Alright, super chats. Who knows? Thank you for the $2. That's so sad. Will you make a novelette of it? I do plan on a lot of the stuff. I have a lot of series that I mapped out. That I've like mapped out stories for that I don't think I have time to do animated stuff of, so I probably will turn them into novelettes. 111 Yeagrass, thank you for the 100 rubles. Here, I hope it's enough money for you to make 7 to 11 llamas with hats and give me all the rights to the film.com and also the keys from your basement. Thank you. Yeah, it is enough. Thanks. Thank you. That's exactly enough. I appreciate it. My name, thank you for the $4.99. Hey Jason, you ever change your mind about doing a fun riddle? I'm back to ask again. A fun riddle. You mean answering a riddle or coming up with a riddle? Here's... They meant Shadowstone Park. Yeah, no, I'd probably... If I do more Shadowstone Park, I'd love to do more Shadowstone Park. Maybe I'll make a Shadowstone Park game. I think a game could be good. Anyway, the riddle. Yes, I can come up with a riddle. Riddle me this. What has 4 legs and a horse head? What has 4 legs and a horse head? There's a couple things. There's a couple things. A horse, first of all. That's one answer. If you answered horse, that's right. Unicorns also have horse heads, usually. They got a horn, but they still have the horse head and 4 legs. Any animal who has 4 legs that you put like a horse mask on, that's also an answer. My name, thank you for the $4.99. Pegasus. Oh yeah, that's another answer. That's perfect. Pegasus. That's the best answer, I think. Answering a riddle. If you recall, about 8 months ago, I asked you a couple times. I do vaguely remember being asked about riddles. I'm not super into answering riddles. There's types of logic puzzles that I'm very good at, but riddles not so much. Whenever I hear, like, unless the answer is nothing, unless it's like the answer is nothing, then I probably am not going to get the riddle. Or air. That's another good one. Nothing or air. If that's the answer, I'll answer your riddle. It's like, oh, if you eat this, you'll die. The answer's nothing. Or, oh, it's all around you, but you can't see it. Oh, it's air. Those are my favorite riddles. Where the answer is nothing or air. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Tune in again tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern, for Dracula the Resurrection. We're gonna finish it tomorrow. We're finishing Dracula the Resurrection tomorrow. We're at the end. It's time to end. It's time to finish it all up. So tune in. Have a great night, everyone. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all. Thank you again for the $1.99, my name. I bring a doozy to Mario you down. I mean, not really. I'll do my best if you give me a riddle, but I'm just warning you. My first answer is going to be either nothing or air. So if it's not that, alright, that's it. Farewell.